actually see chat.
Yeah.
So I don't have to have my phone open.
Correct. Yeah, we don't have to have anything monitoring it. We can see chat from there. It's fucking awesome.
Matt gonna be here at all?
Huh?
Is Matt gonna be here at all?
Matt? No, he doesn't. He won't be here tonight. He works, and he'll be at the gym until about 3. He'll be at work until about 1:30. Then get to the gym. He spends about an hour there. Is there a Planet Fitness between me and you?
Probably. There's a lot of space on that 24.
I'm trying to like at a reasonable distance. So I mean,
Yeah, like taxis.
yeah, because like I have a black card. You wouldn't even need to get a membership. You know? Oh, that's going up. Still, I'm an idiot. Try to turn the temperature down a little
If you
bit.
start working out regularly, hopefully muscle memory will kick in and help me back to where I was, at least muscular-wise, in the sophomore year. The year that I worked out 5 days a week for an entire year.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Entirely.
Benched over 150 pounds, ran a sub 8-minute mile for the first time ever, and still thought I was fat. Nope.
Nope. Nah.
100 pounds later, now I'm fat. I was a little bit
I
chubby.
need one more light. I need one more light, or 2 more lights. One right. I definitely need one right here, and I probably need one right here. But I definitely need one right here.
I remember that
Maybe.
summer.
Actually, no. I think it's this. It's this angle that's the problem, isn't it? Right? Or no? It's this angle. Yeah, it is this angle. This angle is the problem.
What's the problem?
There's not enough light coming from that direction. But I don't think that's there's a solution to that just yet.
I mean,
No, I already turned that. I turned that off because it wasn't helping. Yeah, I just figured I'd kill some electrical use since I turned that one on. Or I could actually put the other bulb in there. I just realized there's not 2 bulbs in that.
yeah, especially if you have an LED one, it'd be a lot brighter.
I don't know what we've got.
But another bulb in here, well,
Yeah, LED 60s.
yeah, that'll be a lot brighter.
Yeah.
You got a chair? Remember that wheels?
Yes, there's those right there.
On the ceiling.
We're attempting to get you guys more light.
I'm not the only person that's seen that. Am I?
What?
Ceiling titty?
Oh god, yeah. It took me a second, but yes.
Regular Indian doesn't.
Not this one. The other one.
This one's an LED.
I've just never seen that. Yeah, it's your food. You're not allowed. Oh my god, that's right.
It's approximately double what it was.
Oh yeah.
Is that better?
Oh yeah. You definitely have a lot less of the bad shadow. Oh, okay.
Remember, like, what are you talking about? Take a picture of his light fixture that looked like that? But now my eyes have been staring straight at it.
Yeah, I know, right?
It still says you're streaming Apex Legends, though.
I noticed. I was like, yeah.
I would put my phone on
I also have to
for the viewer.
change the stream title. So
My eyes. I can't see
There we go. Gonna change that. Was
Even though I'm in the room.
alright, and what's the title name? Salisbury steak.
SALISBURY.
Yeah, it's the S that I always fucking forget. Or I. The I before the S that I always forget.
Also known as hamburger steak, the predecessor to the hamburger. Why are I at the back door? That's not a euphemism.
This thing's actually quite cool. Yeah. All right. See, I like this. It's a lot of fun, but I want to wait until people are here, you know?
Yeah, but I mean, it says there are 3.
There are 3 viewers, and I feel like one of them is me, one of them is you, and I don't know what the other one is. Maybe that's Sakuragi, maybe that's my mother. Maybe it's Jared, who's just sitting.
The homeless person has followed.
Oh yeah, the homeless person's the guy.
The icy canoe! It's icy canoe.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was.
He's gonna wait to start until we have more than one viewer. But we can just chat. We have chat.
You don't have to speak up, I promise. I've got filters set to where that volume is just quite consistent. Mom's about to join? Sounds good. But yeah, no, because the mic's right here. Like, speak and watch. Just, like, I can speak at this volume and it's still doing it.
Alright, I just audio equipment.
Yeah, and you're on the other side of it. This thing is set up to pick up on this side, not omniverse. So, like, the fact that it's still picking you up well means that it's set up pretty well.
And also, we're gonna wait until the dishwasher finishes.
Yeah, I do want to wait till that dishwasher finishes so you guys don't have to listen to that all night. Because that will get quite annoying.
Spice smells savory. So annoying.
And then that's what the 4th camera is going to be, by the way. I do want one 4th camera, which is going to be angled like right here at the table, where anybody else who's here just hanging out is going to be sitting. That way, when I'm doing boring stuff,
You're like just chopping a bunch of vegetables.
yeah, just chopping vegetables, not really talking. We can have it switch back to you guys, and well, them, because you'll be helping. Typically, yes. You'll generally be helping, or at least attempting to do something. But yeah, no, because like right now, first things first today is gonna be you gotta get the apples set up. But while you get those apples set up, I'll take care of the potatoes, get those cut up. We'll get those started on the boil. Then
We should probably start heating up the water.
huh?
Probably start heating up the water.
Oh, that's the thing is I'm not that worried about. We're not worried about haste right now. So basically,
I was thinking more efficiency.
No, see, and normally I would think efficiency as well, you know, being in the kitchen and whatnot. But I'm more worried about like actually having it, to show a little bit, a little bit of a draw out. I don't know if I need a fourth kitchen setup where basically it's got that camera going in the bottom corner, so in case we're searing something, or they want to watch the potatoes boil, and while we talk and whatnot.
I don't know why they would want to watch potatoes.
I don't know. I mean, I don't necessarily mean potatoes, but I am talking about just like anything we got on that stove, right? Because we're not always gonna have potatoes, just the potatoes boiling, right? Oh, maybe that's oversaturation. I think that is oversaturation, so I think we need to change the color. There we go. Nice. Make sure you're in view for them. That way they know you're actually here,
I mean, or I could just talk.
That's true, you can talk, but yeah. Also, I have washed all of the stuff beforehand, so we don't have to wash on the go.
And I just washed crap out of my hand.
Yeah, and so I've washed all of our fruits and vegetables, so we're good.
That's literally off the shelf. Like we bought it earlier today.
Yeah, so like, all of this stuff, we're making sure we're not trying not to get ourselves coronavirus here. Hence why we're drinking mead and not Corona. Because that's how it works, right?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
What's sad is it's some 30% of people. It's some 30% of people actually believe that. And of course, that's only a general survey that they did.
Are you going to boil the potatoes in this shallow thing? Or?
No, that's going to boil the green beans. That's going to be the green beans, which I should probably pull those out too.
By boil, you mean like parboil and blanch?
Yes. Right. I don't mean like, because what's going to happen is I'm going to boil them up in that, and then we're going to go and strain them out. They're going to basically do a quick boil for like 2 to 5 minutes at most.
Yeah. Blanch.
Yeah, blanch. And
cooking terms.
Yes. Probably should use cooking terms.
We're professionals.
Professionals.
So, hang on a second. Let me try. Watch the screen.
Yeah, what you need to see.
Nope, that's not it.
What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to cut this off to see if it's that's causing the issue.
What?
No, that's not it.
What are you talking about?
The kind of glary shininess.
This. I think it's the kind of maybe it's being caused by this thing.
I mean, that honestly looks better.
And turn that back on real quick. Turn that back on.
Yeah, it's the fluorescent.
But I can't have that light off entirely. Figure something out with it.
I mean, we can like unscrew one of the tubes.
Oh, actually. I don't know how to take that off.
Either.
Well, I guess we've made massive upgrades.
Yes.
We'll stick with what we got right now.
We got. Yeah.
We'll stick with what we've got for now, and we'll deal with any other.
Honestly, it doesn't look bad with it off.
It doesn't necessarily look bad, but this is the problem. You'll see here in a second. What I want to show you is that.
That looks fine to me.
I guess that doesn't look too bad.
Because you got the hood light.
That isn't horrible. Hold on. Let's see. It's my issue is the reaction time on the camera. That the FPS is still fine. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess lowering the
it's
frames on that is pretty fucking good.
Maybe a little black. That little back. Well, we're just trying to fix the lighting because with the fluorescent on, there's like a big glare.
Yeah. My overhead light is causing a big issue. Move the pan over to the... No. That's going to happen. That's going to happen. No. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to rotate what is in the primary view. So you'll find that once I'm doing the steaks, they'll be here. Then once I'm doing green beans, they'll be here. But you won't see that. That's the thing, is that's not going to be my primary view. You're only really going to see that while I do the green beans and the steaks. Otherwise, we go back to this. See, and it's still got the Huey thing. I think maybe this is having slight issues here.
Moore's mom is now.
Oh, you didn't follow me last time? Oh my gosh. Maybe the temperature on that's too high.
Honestly, it looks fine to me right now.
Yeah. No, I turned down the temperature a little bit. It was definitely hazy for a second. I also think I need to tweak the settings on the phone camera. Hello, Mom. I definitely need to tweak the settings on the phone camera a little bit. That way we can, we'll be able to see that color a lot better.
Yeah, but Gilf. I'm just calling you Gilf. With the fluorescent on, it's way worse, like super glary.
Oh yeah, it's super glary. No, that's the thing. Yeah, it's it is the light, but I don't know. Maybe it's.
I mean, the hood light is making it glare as well. But if we didn't have the hood light on, we couldn't have the webcam.
Yeah. White light or the blue light, I think, is the less aggressive.
Technically, they say you're supposed to use blue filter lenses when you're looking at your phone at night, so you don't fuck up your night cycle.
Yeah, see that actually, yeah, there's a lot less hazy there.
And if I just kind of step back,
Yeah, there's a decent bit less hazy there.
just lean against the cabinet. Block that. But yeah, it's fine. Like all the action's gonna be right here, and all the haze is to your right when you're right there. So should be fine.
Here, let's try this. See how does that look? How much does that affect it? No, it adds. That thing just adds so much
There's
to
so
it.
much, it's like right across your face as well.
Yeah. See, and like, I actually think that looks fine. Like, this looks good. I do like the color on this.
And we can always just flip that on when we're on stove cam.
Yeah, I definitely will. Right now, I have it on the title. The title is has the menu on it, but this is once again the problem. How does like that's where the problem comes.
That's what I'm saying. Like we could just only have it on when we're actually on the stove.
That's true. We could do that.
Because it doesn't cause a problem when you're on stove cam.
Yeah,
It's
that's true.
only
That's true.
This camera.
That is very true. So yeah, we'll stick with that. But yeah, no. So the menu is on is in the title right now, which I think, yeah, you're right. We probably should put it somewhere else as well.
I don't know where else you would.
Well, I could actually do that pretty easily.
How did Nick only follow you days ago?
Because I don't think he really knew I streamed very much. And he also didn't realize. I think Kara might have been the one who told him to follow me because of the cooking stream. But yeah, no, and so I will change up the formatting over time. I'm gonna stay on camera while I do that, while I talk. But yeah, I will definitely change up formatting over time. We just have to, work on it, more professional. Make it look better. Oh yeah, you were in here before my title change. That makes sense. Yeah. Because that definitely. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a little bit further north of here.
Yes. I haven't actually been on Monster Hunter, have I?
It went right through Jake's backyard, by the way.
Holy Is he good, though?
He's fine. His house is fine. His neighbors behind him, though, gone.
That sucks. Yeah, no, I mean, there's a lot of people affected by it.
They still didn't have power yesterday. I was like, bring all your perishable stuff down to my house, keep it in my fridge.
Yeah.
They're staying at an Airbnb right now.
There's a lot of people offering Airbnbs for free right now, which is crazy.
Yeah, which
Yeah.
Worst I got was a little bit of water retention. Which happens every time.
Hunter over here commenting on me needing cameras and lights. I do. By the way, all you guys, any of my friends who are in here, definitely make yourself a quick account. Hop in here. Hop in chat. Have fun. We're gonna start the cooking here soon. We got about 8 minutes before.
Hunter, why don't you have a Twitch account?
Not that Hunter. Not that Hunter.
Oh.
Not our your buddy Hunter. It's Hunter from work.
Oh.
But yeah, no, you guys make an account real quick. Come, yeah, I mean you can follow.
It's
but
free.
It's also easier for me to watch you guys talk because I'm using my phone as a stream deck, so you guys can watch me do these nice little transitions here, and you know.
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. Of course, like and subscribe. No. Like and follow. You know, of course, enjoy me and follow it. But, you know, you don't have to subscribe. I appreciate every single one.
Twitch.tv/.
And don't forget, we do have my buddy here, Dr. Sword. He is an actual doctor. He's not just calling himself one.
I was Sword, and then I became Dr. Sword.
Yeah, and so he's gonna be our sous chef today. He's gonna be helping us out and making sure that I don't have to do everything myself because that would take forever. You know.
I did the dessert last time.
Yes.
But now we're both helping on everything.
Yeah, so like I said, we're gonna start here in about 8 minutes. We're gonna start up cutting, cooking, all that fun jazz. Before but we're giving a little bit of time for people to pop in, say hello.
Food porn. Gotta switch categories. About some. It's a lot darker in actuality than
It's
it is on
way
screen.
darker in here than it actually looks like it is. That's why I'm quite surprised. It's the kind of lighting is the problem. It really...
I mean, I think it's the fact that it's fluorescent.
Yeah. Because, like, this light seems to be fine.
Yeah.
Like, this light isn't aggressive. Like,
It's
pretty
not
much at
causing
all.
that.
This light is only looks weird when I move too fast,
Or
and that's
you
just
get
my
too
camera. That's my camera refocusing super heavily, which I need to change the settings on. I need to get more of these. Basically, more of the lights Coulter got me.
Apparently, your mom hasn't let you.
Well, yeah, I know she said that, but I'm not sure if it's. That's what I was talking about. I'm not sure if it's the right kind of light. It might be. If it is, then hell yes. But yeah, no, like beyond that, I probably need to get I don't necessarily know if I want another ring light. I might get 2 pad lights over here. I don't know. I'll talk to my buddy Hunter, who I think is actually watching right now over here, talking about food porn. Where did my drink go, by the way?
I don't know, where'd you put it?
I literally had it, and oh, it's over here.
Refill.
No, I'm good for now.
Mead.
It's a pad light? Okay, yeah, definitely.
I made this mead.
I would definitely try it and see how it looks.
Don't do nothing store-bought.
And so with that, I also, like I said, I need to tweak the settings on my the phone here, the camera here, so that I can kind of get a better idea of how it's going to look. Because I think I have it set to too high of speed. Maybe? I don't know. I'm not sure. Like I said, we'll have to tweak that. This is the our preview of our cutting board. This is where I'm going to be, doing all the fun cuts, don't cut my hand off kind of stuff. Using our nice, fun, sharp blade. I've got plenty of bowls this time. I made sure all of the dishes were clean. No worries.
Like knocking, but like not on your.
No, that is her digging at the litter box. But she's not digging at the litter. She's digging at the box itself.
That's kind of weird.
Yeah, it is weird.
By the way, that is a honer.
Yes.
Not a sharpener.
Because my knife is already sharp, I'm just trying to prevent the blade from going away.
So, what
I
he's
took care of my
doing
knife before we started the stream.
is there's the point of the knife like this, and the edge kind of bends a little bit sometimes, and what that's doing is knocking it back to straight.
That one, yeah, no, dude, look at this. These are some nice
Good shrooms.
nice, good shrooms. That one's gone. It didn't want to be in the picture.
Nobody cares about the knife.
We've got potatoes. We've got our apples. Right. We got all of this stuff over here, and nice big bag of green beans from Costco because Costco's awesome, and I'm gonna make way too many green beans. We're no way in hell are we gonna eat all of these. So I gotta go back to. Oh, wrong one. Test. Don't go to testing. So it's a little difficult to see it from here, but I'm gonna move it out whenever I actually need it.
Listen.
I'm gonna move it out whenever we actually need it. My grandmother, absolutely insane. She got us a stand mixer for this stream here. So we will be using this stand mixer here to make sure we get these potatoes nice and smooth, so that we can enjoy them. Yeah, close enough to soggy. That's an inside joke from last night. You made an account. Hell's yes.
Is that Hunter? I assume with the HJW.
Extra soggy. No, last night. So we went to Cheesecake Factory last night. We had a lot of fun as a family, and but we got an awesome server. Dude was the best. And so throughout it, we were all hanging out playing, and they were talking about whether they wanted green beans or asparagus. And Sarah, Coulter's girlfriend, was all.
I know who Sarah is.
Yeah, I figured. I just giving a reminder to the stream because they're all here too. Sarah was trying to decide green beans or asparagus, but then she was like, yeah, but green beans can come out soggy and blah, blah, blah. So basically, long story short, the server ended up bringing us one soggy green bean. His plan was originally to hide it into one of the asparagus piles because they all got asparagus. But he didn't get a chance because they ran the food to us because they're efficient before he got a chance to do it.
It was called the Cheesecake Factory. All right, we got 9 viewers. We gonna start?
No, we still got 2 minutes before we start. We have 2 minutes. We are gonna start this all at 6:30. I wanted to give everybody time to get in here, get settled in, hang out, start chatting with everybody, get everybody, acquainted with each other. We don't want any feuds in my chat over here. If we do, the doctor will banhammer you. The Gilfer will banhammer you. We get so we don't go ham with those hammers though, please.
But be clear if you're being a troll.
So what he's saying, don't go to war with me.
So just to be clear, you have to be real. If you're sarcastic, be real obvious about it.
I mean, for the most part, I think we can. Most of the people in here, as far as I know, everybody in here is going to be friends and whatnot. So
Lethal Coulter is Akmar's brother.
Yeah.
And Akmar's mom is Akmar's mom.
Akmar's mom. We got a couple friends in here. We got family. You guys are all fairly, And Garrett. Coulter, so this camera, this one right here, this is the phone. This is gonna be that phone camera that you handed me. Then this one right here, this is the one you guys are used to seeing. This is the one that is always on top of my computer, and this is what I normally stream with. Then, all the way over here, don't forget about this point. This one is going to be our stovetop camera. So you guys get to actually see the stovetop this time. So, on that note, that brings us to 6:30. So, let's go back up to full camera and finish our drinks.
All right.
Tonight, we're going to be preparing Salisbury steak with mashed potatoes, yum, and green beans. Like I said, we got a huge bag from Costco. We got way too many green beans. But it'll be fine. It will be fine. Then we've got the apple dumplings for dessert later. But as you guys know, you got to do dessert first. So we're gonna start with our apple dumplings. We're gonna have my sous chef, Dr. Sored, over here. He's gonna go ahead and core those apples for us.
So we don't have an actual apple core.
Correct.
We're jimmying it with a peeler.
Yes, yes. Which I know, Mom. You said I could come grab yours, but I didn't have a chance.
Safety
I was
first.
very busy getting all of these camera stuff set up. I wanted to make sure we actually looked good.
This is too small for my mitts.
Yeah, probably. I apologize. I don't have a large one.
But I need my hands, so.
Yes, very much so. We don't want him risking that. And during that process, what I'm going to do is I'm going to collect a couple ingredients, get a few things together, so that I can start, so I can be ready for the ground beef, and then I'm going to cut up those potatoes.
All right, so what I'm gonna do is basically jam this in next to the core and then work it around in a circle. And usually I can only get about 2/3 of the apple, and then I just do the same thing from the other side. So
Here. Try and
so in and around, but or it's not designed to do this, so it's not super efficient.
But we gotta use something, right?
And then it gets you kind of a what's the camera? The cone-shaped thing that goes in the garbage, and then same thing from the bottom. Stick in, just kind of twist it, and it'll naturally go in a circle around the core. And you pull out another bit, and then you can see it's kind of rough in there and not perfectly all the way through. So then you just use it and go a little bit deeper in and a little bit wider in the middle.
And this is what we're going to end up using for that core, is what we're going to end up putting the cinnamon sugar mixture into to make these nice, yummy apple dumplers. Dumplers, sorry, they're not quite big enough to be a dumple. Apple dumplers. Yeah,
I thought dumplers were the biggest ones.
No, dumples are the biggest ones. Dumplers are the toddler to teenage
Dumpling,
of course. Yeah, we gotta make sure that is specified there.
All right.
Where
So
the heck did I put the...
you got whole all the way through. And then I'll do this on camera, but not like as fancy to let you see it so much because it's easier for me. But here we go.
And I'm just over here measuring out the ingredients we're gonna need for the Salisbury steak. That way, I don't have to fumble with it while we are doing the actual order itself. The order. Yeah. Of course.
Oh, good.
That's still what my brain tells me.
The restaurant reflex in you is strong. Right.
No, we're good. We're bringing dumplers into the universe. We're not bringing full-on dumplers. We're not risking that kind of danger to the world. Just dumplers. And it's what, 2 tablespoons? 2 teaspoons.
Make sure I get all the seeds out.
Yeah, we don't necessarily want those seeds in there. That's why we really wanted a core, but we couldn't find one. So we settled for what we got here.
I looked all through Kroger and Walmart. I could not find one.
It's all good.
The closest we could get was these things that slice the apple, but we want the apple intact, so.
Yes, you definitely want the apple intact when you're doing this dessert. It's going to make your life a lot easier, so you don't have to hold it together yourself while you dumpling it. You know, you wrap that pie crust around it.
Warm.
Oh, well.
Definitely drop those. I'm gonna have to wash them up real quick.
The stove isn't even on yet, and I'm boiling.
Well, you'll preheat the stove once I start making that pie crust.
No, I said just saying it's really hot in here already.
You had to go to the Apple Castle in the Newcastle to get one. Holy cow! Oh, nice. That's awesome. Actually, they're coming out pretty well.
Yeah.
They're actually coming out pretty decent. Yeah, but that's a surgeon hand for you. You know.
This is not surgeon hand. This is blindly digging around.
Don't give me that crap.
Which sometimes
it is surgeon hand.
Sometimes is surgery. Sorry to admit, but yeah. My hands are pretty big, and sometimes they have to go into small spaces.
I will find that stomach.
Basically, yeah.
We probably shouldn't talk about surgery while we're making food. That sounds like a bad idea.
Yeah. I like to say that as a veterinarian, my idea of what is gross is vastly skewed.
Oh, for sure. I would definitely agree with that. And, you know, me as just a weirdo in general, definitely similar. Okay, we should be good. So I just want to measure out the Worcestershire. You fucking do it. Worcester sauce.
Or Worcestershire, if you're American. But the actual city that it's named after is pronounced Worcester.
Well, there you go.
But that doesn't necessarily mean the sauce is pronounced that way. But yeah, that's all of the apples.
Sounds good. So we honestly probably should start on the dough itself first, or the pie crust first. So that is going to be the goal next, is to get that pie crust up and ready. So
Because it has to rest for a while, right?
yeah, it's gonna have about 20 minutes in the fridge.
I kind of bent this.
It'll be fine. It was, like you said,
It's like
98 cents.
Yes. Because all of the more expensive peelers were the kind with like the thing going over the end, so you couldn't use it like that.
Yeah, no, I definitely understand that.
But
So
I bent the crap out of this thing. Or rather, the apples did.
yes. Let's go ahead and get our flour. Huge container of flour as usual. That is beginning to dwindle. Actually, I'm quite impressed with myself.
A scale.
Because I had what, a 25-pound thing. Not a scale. We'll need a scale eventually.
Because ideally, most of the time in baking, weight is better for flour.
Yeah,
Because of varying humidities and such.
but this recipe comes from my mother, so the humidity is the same as where we are. So her use should be appropriate.
I said sometimes, Cole.
Yeah, just using our little measuring cups over here. Probably not gonna need that 1 cup again, so we're gonna set it off to the side, but keep it out of the sink just in case. Over there. We need our butter, we need our lard. I forgot we are doing this with lard. And how much was that? I don't remember.
Less saturated
3/4
fat
a cup.
per unit of volume in lard than butter.
Nice.
Lard is healthier for you than butter.
So we are actually making healthy pie crust. And the reason we're doing this is because it becomes out much more flaky. That is the logic behind utilizing the lard instead of using butter.
You could also in theory use shortening or a combination of the three. Would in theory work.
A little more cold water, not a big deal. I'm gonna use cold water to texture, I do believe.
I mean, pie crust is a fickle thing, man.
Yeah.
You gotta keep it cold.
Until cooking it. Once we cook it, then we no longer worry about its temperature. Oh no.
Who all is on? I know we have.
Oh, who all is here? Honestly, we probably have Coulter, Sarah, Jared. I believe we have got Coulter, Sarah, Jared. Maybe we've well, we definitely have. We have Andrew here. He's here to hang out.
My thing is on.
Yeah, we got yours. We have. I do believe we have me. So we got a good handful of bots over here.
Peanut. I don't know why I'm crazy on Peanut.
Oh, Peanut is my little brother. That's his nickname at work. Peanut is his nickname at work.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
I'm guessing Jared has it on the background while he plays another game.
Probably, most likely. That would make the most sense.
I'm watching you, Jared.
I'm watching you. You're allowed to come over here and point at him.
We were excited. All right, so say what you're doing, Ben.
So what I'm doing here is we're grabbing out 3/4 cup of lard. We're gonna slowly mix that into the flour here. That way we get that nice doughy texture after a little while, and then we're gonna add water to it in the in the end of it all.
Any salt in it? Or?
Yes, we're gonna do just a pinch of salt though, and we're gonna do this by hand because that's how my mom suggested doing it. You can use a machine, but she said that this recipe gets a little tough if we use the machine. So we're gonna save this for a little later. But you kind of want to let's go ahead and transition over here. You want to take that right, and you're gonna want to break it up and mix it all up into that flour. And obviously that first 1/4 cup there isn't going to get it all, but you don't want to add all of it at once. It's going to make it a lot easier to fold it in there, and if you don't try and add it all.
And so basically what you're doing here is trying to coat as much flour in fat as possible, and then when steam from the water happens, baking it, all the fat coated layers of flour form layers, and they become flaky and crispy, and it puffs up, basically, like a biscuit. Or pie dough.
Like a biscuit or pie dough.
Yeah, and the colder you keep it, the better.
And the temperature of this apartment is not helping. I, for some reason, have yet to turn the temperature down. But I'm also wearing a sweatshirt over here looking like Mr. Rogers. I think it's a good look. I think I think other people refer to it as my dad look, even though I don't have kids.
Do you need to do anything when you're doing that?
If you would like, you can get the water boiling for those potatoes, because those potatoes won't take that long to get cut. Just bring it up to grab the one out of the washer over there. That'll definitely be the best one for this. We're still basically, when we're doing this, we're trying to just keep it mixed up, keep it running, but you're trying to look for little pea size, nothing bigger than a pea size when you do this. That way it is fully mixed in. But this is, right now, we're still in the butter phase, or lard phase. You can, like I was saying though, substitute the butter in place of this. It is slightly less healthy. But when we're going for pie crust, I don't really think we're worried about that much health here. Oh, and that is stuck. So we're gonna go ahead and get our trusty little heart-shaped or heart-marked spatula here. I can get it out. Make sure we.
You always could throw that in the freezer for a second.
Could throw it in the freezer, but we're not worried about freezer. We're not gonna do freezer. We're gonna do it this way. Maybe ruin it. I doubt it. But we're gonna try and not ruin it. Obviously, that's what I was going for there. Not try and ruin it. That'd be messed up. Don't try and ruin food. It's something you eat. It cares for your body. You should care for it. For real though. If you're eating food, we should all be trying to eat a little healthier. My older brother over there is on this actual healthy diet, and you know, trying to be an inspiration to people. But he refuses to eat cake. So how inspiring can he be? Truly.
Not even on a cheat day?
I actually think he said, what, 75 days without a cheat day? No, I've not put the salt in it yet. I probably should have already done that, but, you know, don't yell at me.
Mix it in before the fall.
Yes, you really should, but I'm a dunce and did forget about it. So if you don't mind grabbing that salt for me, it's going to be up there.
Yeah, I already put some in the water.
Sweet. A little bit. Oh yeah, that'll be good. Spread it over the top. All nice and evenly.
You're also going
You don't want to talk about it? All right, so we are almost done mixing this in here. We're about to get to, you know, our water. It's not a huge amount of water that's going to go in this, but
like a couple tablespoons.
Yeah.
Ridiculously small. Because you don't want too much gluten formation.
Glutonius maximus.
Not that gluten is bad for you if you're not allergic to it, but because
But it seasons up and makes it texture. Yeah, makes it hard. That's the problem. It stops it from being flaky. So we are at a very nice consistency here. Little, you know, you got the little pods all over the place constantly. We're looking at almost overflowing the bowl here, but
gotten better with age. It's so good.
Make sure to break it up decently consistently.
Oh, I've also seen people use vodka.
Vodka.
Yes. Or like that's in the fridge for 15 or so.
Well, yeah, you're talking about after the water, not that part. 15 to 20 minutes in the fridge after you put that water in there.
Yeah, or no. She says no.
Oh, she means right now.
Right now.
Oh, okay, that's different. That is a little different.
Gotta keep everything cold.
I like it. That is a little different. That'll give us time to work on our potatoes. That'll give us a little bit of time to work on those potatoes. Sounds good.
Yeah, you use like a 50-50 water vodka mixture, lower and it still makes everything.
Oh, my mother will end up cooking with us. Do not worry. No matter how reluctant she is, I will make her join us.
Not like you can't cook in front of 7 people.
Oh yeah, no, 7 people is no big deal, right? So we're not cutting that. I was playing with it. We are moving on to our potatoes.
You want to use the bent peeler?
No, why would we peel our potatoes? You don't want to peel your potatoes. Who peels potatoes? You want skins in with smooth potatoes.
I disagree.
Do you want the skins off?
I will eat it with the skins on. I prefer it with the skins off, dude. But it's
okay.
Your
So
recipe,
what we'll do is minimize the amount of skins. We'll minimize the amount of skins. Skins are good for nutrition.
It's basically in like 99% starch. We're not eating these for nutrition.
Yes, sir. That is the exact reason I picked these up, is so that we are healthy human beings. Duh. Come on.
Do I look like I'm healthy? I'm like 3 of you, man. Still not quite boiling.
Oh, I don't expect to be boiling just yet. We got about. It's gonna take about 10 minutes to come to a boil. Be good.
Oh, you're peeling it with the paring knife.
Mm-hmm. Haven't done this in a little while, so it's not coming out perfectly, but it'll be fine.
You could also, peel a couple of them and leave the skin on the rest of them.
That's what I was gonna do.
Yeah.
Basically, I was gonna take the 2 biggest ones
take the skins off the two biggest ones for us.
Look, man, you need something to hold yourself together. That's nature's glue. 6 horses. Collagen? Yeah, I think it makes
That's why you're supposed to wash the potato
I
first.
wash my potatoes.
I don't believe you wash the potatoes.
I wash my potatoes. I never eat the skin. Like even in a big whole baked potato.
Oh, don't worry, guys. I am doing a terrible job skinning these potatoes, so there's still skin on the potatoes, for sure. My mother would be over here like, look at this. I'm just gonna go ahead and one-shot this entire potato with my hand, just fucking spiral that shit out. Yeah, I should probably stop that. She's gonna spiral that stuff out and just make it look amazing. But clearly, I'm not my mother. So what we're gonna do, we're just gonna do poppycock cuts over here.
And leave a whole bunch.
Leave a whole bunch of skin on. Leave a whole bunch of skin on.
Last one. Just watch it carefully and don't overboil them. Alright.
There's a reason why I'm not letting you guys watch me actually cut these, and that's because I'm terrible at this part. This is one of those things that I have not become good at.
Oh, we're down to 6. Where'd everybody go?
Oh no, it fluctuates. It fluctuates. Don't worry about that. Don't even look at that number. Honestly, I usually hide that number. On my computer, it's hidden. I don't care how many people are here. The people here are the people who want to be here. And that's what matters. The people who are here are the ones who want to be here. And so, our water is almost ready to drop those potatoes on into.
Coulter wants to see the terrible cutting. Too bad it's over.
It is over. But I still have all my fingers, I think. Wait, crap! What happened to that one?
Sorry.
All right, and so that's going to be about 15 minutes, is 15 to 20 once those actually start up. Problem is, same thing with that dough. So what we're going to look at doing is we're going to start cutting up our mushrooms and we're going to cut up our onions, just to have those ready for when we actually need them.
The cat can't read.
Oh, tell her she said hi. Sarah says hi, Ridley. All right, so now you guys get to see me go back to the chop chops. This was the knife we were using. It's a nice little paring knife here. Ooh, stabby. But this is going to be our protein. This is what we're going to work with our actual patties. Move that out of the way, and we're going to get another bowl. Wait, I put all my bowls over here. For the onions, the sliced and diced onions. Our onions, we are going to dice up about a quarter of this so that we can use that in the actual patties themselves. Then we're going to julienne the other half, and probably julienne the other quarter as well, just so that we have something available for us for the actual gravy, because we're going to be making the gravy here as well. Taking that half, get off that outside skin. Always make sure to do that, because if you don't, you're gonna surprise your dinner guests with some really gross tasting onion.
Basically paper.
Yeah.
I have choked on it before. It was not pleasant.
Can actually legitimately say I don't remember ever, as I remember ever, having accidentally eaten this, eaten the skin on this before. I may have. Hell, the person who would know is in the chat right now. We're gonna julienne them out. Well, not julienne really, but
Slice.
yeah, slice them out. Then about halfway. Cut into it about halfway. And break it down the rest of the way. That way we have a nice even dice on all of our onions here. This is what is going to go in the patties, as I said before. And now the rest of this can just get broken up and used in the actual gravy.
Families roasting each other.
Oh my gosh. Yo, shots fired. Oh, I totally put that in the wrong bowl. This is our Worcestershire sauce and Worcestershire, words that are difficult, sauce, and ketchup. That's gonna go in the beef patties themselves. And that's our diced up onion. I do believe our water has come to a boil. So we're gonna go ahead and get our potatoes in over there. Here. Oh, yeah, you gotta change it over. One. It'll be fine. It'll be brought back pretty quickly. And it's the right temperature, so.
Deep enough?
Yeah, it is just deep enough. It is just deep enough for them to be barely floating, which is good. And if not, I could just cut that big one in half. There we go. And we're going to allow that to cook up for about 15 minutes. I don't have any timers set up for you guys. I do apologize. That took a little longer than I was wanting it to, so I didn't get a chance to set them up. So.
About an hour 50. Each.
Well, yeah, it'll be about 7:15 that we turn around and get those on out of there.
Julienne, never heard of her.
So when you're julienning your onion, it really is a long, thin cut. As far as I've ever, if there's any other technicality to it, and as far as I know, all a julienne onion is
in slices.
Take it and just do long, thin cuts across the body.
He did it at 90 degrees on the other one. Which I think is technically a slice. You can julienne any kind of vegetable.
Yes. But yeah, you see we got nice, long, thin slices.
Or if you're not in the culinary world, you might have heard of it called a matchstick cut.
Matchstick, yeah, that's possible. That's quite possible. Make sure to set those on the side. We're gonna end up using those for, like I said, the gravy later. These are our mushrooms. Same thing we did last stream. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take out those bottoms, just cut up the caps. It's gonna make it a lot easier on you. And
fun fact: the most common reproductive organ consumed in the world. Mushroom.
That makes sense. And you want, 8 to 10 ounces of mushroom, unless you just want a lot of mushroom.
Which I know Garrett doesn't.
I don't want a huge amount of mushroom. I'm enjoying mushrooms these days.
Spoon?
Yes, I've got a wooden spoon right in there. No, in the cup.
I don't know your kitchen.
Drown it in mushrooms. No, I'm not gonna drown it in mushrooms. I like to be able to enjoy what I'm eating. What? What you need, Luke?
It was starting to boil over a little bit.
Oh yeah.
So I put a wooden spoon across it that reduces the foaming from the starch.
Same cut style here. You're just gonna want to do nice, long julienne cuts. Make sure that they're not too thin, because otherwise you're not gonna get any of the decent texture. Unless you hate the texture, then just fucking dice them up and make them tiny. But they look better, and honestly, most people who like mushrooms like them more when you actually cut them like this. So, you know.
But if you just want to add like a kind of a meaty flavor to a vegetarian dish, you could dice them real fine and put them in there.
Oh yeah, for sure. There we go. We got our nice pile of mushrooms here.
I think that would technically be a just a thin slice. Because like julienne is when they're in like individual like rectangular pieces.
Yeah.
Where
These are just
the
sliced
shape
mushrooms.
Of a mushroom, and it's just a slice.
Yeah, no, they're just sliced mushrooms. I'm just being a smart ass by calling them julienne.
It's a like ridiculous like French cooking like overly pedantic distinction, but still.
Basically, make them into long lines. Long lines.
Yeah, a nice like that. And knife.
Did you mean knife like that?
Yeah.
This knife, actually, at work, they tried to throw it away because the handle was busted. So I took it, fixed the handle, sharpened up the blade, and kept it because Sean said I could.
Throw it away because the handle.
Exactly. They were going to throw it away because the handle broke. Because you know how we are over there at work. Oh, extremely. Extremely. And don't really repair much in the way of anything.
Oh, that wooden spoon trick works for pasta as well.
Yes.
If your pasta water is too starchy and starts boiling over, put a wooden spoon across the pot.
So we're done with these mushrooms. So what we do now is throw them in the pits of hell. We don't want them anymore. Luke can eat them. I'm kidding. Just go ahead and
That's
throw
what
them
he
back in
calls
the
my
fridge.
stomach.
Oh gosh. No, that's a little rough there. So at this point, we don't really want to move too much further forward. You don't really want to work on the patties too much until we actually get the these dumplers working.
Pluto, it's in the title, but Salisbury steak.
Oh yeah.
And mashed potatoes.
We're making Salisbury steak, mashed potatoes,
and apple dumplings.
and then apple dumplings. The Salisbury, and then also green beans. Don't forget about the green beans. Those are very forgettable, but they're going to be delicious. Green beans are always yummy. What's up, lizard? I believe that one is my little sister. I would assume as much.
Not dumpers, dumples.
No, they're dumplers. This is not Apex.
Apex. Changed it.
Let's double check. I will check.
I saw you change it though.
I know, but sometimes sometimes it likes to be weird, right?
It is a computer.
Mm-hmm. So, nope. I totally messed that up.